Welcome, Watchers of Illusion, to my Castle of Confusion. It is part 2 of our double feature. This is the Donkey Kong, I believe, that we all deserve. That's right, it's on the Amiga. I'm not sure if this video comes out and it looks very grey in the background. If anyone knows how to fix that, let me know. It's been played through WinUAE. Not sure why it's grey instead of black. But if anyone knows the answer to that question, let me know in the comments. I would love to be able to fix this because it's bloody irritating. Anyway, that's a great start, isn't it? But look at it in comparison to what we've just literally played. It's got the right screen on it for a start. The how high can you go? I'm not sure, did it used to say how high can you try, or was that on a different version of the game? I seem to remember this being on the Dragon 32, and I've just got my arse scorched by that big ball of fire. So yeah, this is all intact so far. This is arcade perfect. Actually, I made a bit of an error in my last video as well by referring to him as Mario. Although he did become Mario, in this game he was called Jumpman. That was imaginative, wasn't it? Although he can't jump when he's got a hammer, so he's not really a Jumpman, is he? He's a part-time Jumpman. He jumps when it suits him and not before. And, oh, that was close. Right, so, you can see here in its arcade glory, this is on the Amiga, and it runs on a 500, I believe. I'm running this on a hard drive emulator, so there you go. So yeah, WinUAE, if the background, because on my software, it comes out as grey when I'm putting the things together, but I don't know, it might be black by the time this comes to be produced. So if it is grey and you know how to change grey back to black, that would be great. Let me know in the comments, because you guys are awesome at that kind of thing. So I thank you in advance for any help you can give me, because quite frankly, grey just does not cut it. Anyway, the game itself is absolutely fantastic. This was released this past week, so I think it was this past week. It's definitely this year, though. So there you go. Something else that's been on the back burner. Arcade games seem to be a real treat at the moment for the Amiga. And you've still got RoboCop to come at some point. I'm hoping someone's going to pick up Street Fighter 2, because that would be amazing. I've already seen the Scorpion Engine sort of demo of Street Fighter 2, and it looks absolutely incredible. So hopefully somebody will pick up that mantle and have a go at it. Now, see, this is what I was talking about in the last, in the first game we played. This is level 2. This is how it should be. You take the struts out of each level, and then Donkey Kong should fall and land on his head. A bit harsh, isn't it? And you've got all these flame guys wandering around. They're quite intelligent, actually. They tend to follow you about and make your life a little bit haphazard. So you'll notice as well, where it says bonus, it says 36,000, 35, 34. So I think that's your time limit, if I've got that correct. So I think if that goes down to 0, either that or you just don't get a bonus at the end. But let's carry on regardless, as the beautiful South once sang. I just love this. It's got, so graphically it's arcade perfect pretty much, and there's not much more I can say about it, really. You got the UI, you got your lives up in the top left-hand corner there, your score, high score, and what level you're on. There you go. Off he goes. Boomf. Right. So there we go. Let's move on to sound and music, because it's all there. The sound effects are absolutely wonderful. Wonder why it's gone back to that, though. It's gone back to level 1 again. I don't know if that's a bug or whether that's meant to be. Obviously, it's not a massive thing, but I think normally what it does is it goes to 75 meters, I think, would be the next one. But do you know what? I don't think this is the final version. They've touted it as perhaps the final version, so maybe there's still stuff that they need to tweak on it. Maybe that's one of the things that just needs to be altered. I'm pretty sure it went from 25 meters, 50, 75, 100, you know, in increments. But I don't think it reset it back to 25 again. So that's something for the developers to look at, I guess. It's not a big thing. I'm not going to split hairs about that one. Let's see if it actually brings us on to the next proper level. And it does. Yes, that is completely correct. So, absolutely fantastic. It's just yeah, it's weird going back to the first level again. I can't remember that happening, but I bet you guys are the comment kings. Let me know. if this was actually in the original arcade, because I've not played it for so long. I only had the other game to go by. But you can see here that this is in its complete and total glory of the arcade game. You've got all the sound effects from the arcade. You've got all the little music ditties and everything else, which is brilliant. Love it. Absolutely love it. This is what the Amiga was capable of. That sounds really silly, doesn't it? Because at the end of the day, you know, the Amiga was a beast. And capable of this. It's capable of so much more than this, but what I mean is that if you look at the part one of the double feature that we've done today, this poos all over it from a great height, and I don't understand why this couldn't have been done. I think to be fair, the first Donkey Kong we looked at earlier on, the 1993 version, was a C64 conversion, and sometimes conversions don't come across as the best on different hardware. But this is arcade perfect, absolutely love it, and I think you guys will love it too. So, if you do love Donkey Kong and you want to play an arcade perfect version of it, and probably play it better than I am right now, then I will provide a link in the description for you, and you can go and play this game yourself using any Amiga emulation, or I think it actually works on Amiga hardware as well, which is a double bonus. So there you go. Anyway, this is great. Absolutely love this. So a lot of time and effort and love has gone into this game, obviously. I just fell off the platform then. That wasn't a bug. That was me just being half-handed with the controller. Which leads us neatly onto controls. So much better than the first game. They're much more responsive. You got up, down, left and right and fire to jump. Which again, bog standard controls really. But it's absolutely brilliant. And there's a lot of playability in this. And which leads us into playability, strangely enough, and I'm going to tell you now that this is a definite to have on your list of games to have on the Amiga. And if you don't want it on the Amiga, why? It's a great game. Anyway, I understand. Oh no, I can't believe I didn't pick up that thing. How did I not pick that up then? Oh, pants. I forgot they moved. Never mind. Game over. Okay, well, we'll have another go. Replay value as well is absolutely brilliant. Of course you're going to come back to this game. It's an arcade game. Why wouldn't you? A lot of arcade games were pretty good, to be fair, back in the day. There were a lot of trash games out there, but not so much. I guess at the end of the day, you didn't have these massive studios back then that could afford to make rubbish games. I mean, there were some that weren't very good. I love the way the ladder goes up behind him. How does that work, Mr. Kong? And then all of a sudden, more ladders appear. He's a clever monkey. So there we are. But yes, everything is absolutely on the money here. And this time I'm going to say that any age can play this, because I think even youngsters would enjoy getting barrels dropped on their heads like that, you see. But there you go. But so much of an improvement. I mean, this is just like night and day difference. Absolutely fantastic game. And massive props to JOTD for doing this, because it's bloody brilliant. Well done, sir. I tip my cap to you, sir. And I think that if we can get some more arcade games like this on the Amiga coming up, that'd be great. Oh, you still can't jump over two barrels at once. Boo. Anyway, that's not part of the game. That's part of the, well, it's part of the game. But it's not something unique to this. It actually does that on the arcade as well. So there's a lot of attention to detail being brought in here, which is great. Absolutely love it. I love the fact it's got the little ditty as well when you've got the hammer, which is great. We'll try and get that, and then we'll probably lose the hammer, although I was close. But absolutely brilliant. For an arcade conversion, this is really, really nice. It's on the money completely. And I would recommend that you go and download it, because it's free. You can't get a better price than that. You can jump over barrels when they do that, when they're very close together, but not when there's a little gap between them. But yeah, I've absolutely loved this. So hopefully you guys are going to download it and love it too. And why not? Because it's Donkey Kong, it's classic, and this is the love it deserved on the Amiga. So. And it's nice to see that level 2 is actually supposed to be how it is. I'm pretty sure there is a custard pie factory part on the game, but it's just not at this point. I think that's actually the last level, maybe, if I'm rightly thinking. I don't know. But, again, Comment warriors, come on in. Let me know. But absolutely, thank you ever so much for tuning in. Life's been a bit stinky for me over the past sort of few months. It's not really gotten any better, but you know what? I'm starting to get back into things that I enjoy, and this channel is one of those things I enjoy. And you guys make it even better when you drop a comment on any of my videos. I really appreciate that, and I'll always pop in and make sure that you're aware that I have reacted to them in some way or another. I normally try and reply to comments if I can. Sometimes it's just a case of having to pop in and leaving a like or something on your comments. So, but I always acknowledge that you've been in and said something. So thanks ever so much for you guys as well. You are awesome. Everybody is welcome in the channel. So thank you very much for joining me on this little double feature. I'll be back very soon with something else for you to look at. And until then, my friends, you keep it retro. And as always, it's bye for now. And I'll catch you in the next vid. See you later, guys. Bye-bye.